Did I delete multiplayer? Why is it grayed out? I don't remember. Double gums are gone. Why? What the fuck? Oh, maybe that's why. I didn't launch 3 times. That's weird. Why? Okay, but yeah, the shift is pressed. Was stuck on the keyboard. Lol. Oh, you. Oh my god, you. No way. How dare you. The fuck is this disgusting shit?
Νομίζεις ότι έχεις αυτό που χρειάζεται για να παίξεις το παιχνίδι μας? Παίξε με...
Incredibly, Super Saiyan 4 is back and with an all-new look, filtering the classic 90s design through modern Toriyama and leaning heavily into its great ape origins. Before we even get to the animation in this episode, I thought it'd be fun if I shared the design sheets for this form and talked a little bit about how we ended up here. While Akira Toriyama provided many a design for Dragon Ball GT, the original Super Saiyan 4 was in fact not his doing. This was all from the mind of GT's character designer Katsuyoshi Nakatsuru. And if you've been paying attention over the past few months, you'll know he is also the designer for Daima. Toriyama would go on to draw Super Saiyan 4 in 2005 for the GT home release, while simultaneously praising how it was a great example of a design where he would often struggle to remember if it had come from himself or not. The original GT design from Nakatsuru is...
What a compliment. Okay, so the top ones are the ones that are online, right? Or not? I guess not. That's weird. Sorting algorithm is weird. How come I can't fight them? That's weird.
Isn't too dissimilar from what's seen within the episodes themselves, but one particular element was always largely ignored. Those big old ape arms and huge fists are usually gone. It was more often than not depicted more conventionally. With this new Super Saiyan 4 design comes
face reveal 0.0.
What? And there's this face reveal. It's not a reveal, I'm showing my face. But I guess if it's the first time you're seeing it, yeah. I guess it is for you. Are you interested in playing? If you are, you can hop on. I'm waiting for people. I'm in a public lobby and I'm hoping that more people will join. One guy that we played with last time, I think you were there as well. What's his name? Fucking... Yor was supposed to come, but he's not answering, so must be mid-game right now.
fists that are even bigger, and those bulging forearms are outright exposed with no fur on them at all. Nakatsuru described the original GT design as Goku with primal power, bringing together Great Ape Goku and Super Saiyan Goku. This new design really brings those Great Ape elements to the forefront, not just in the oversized arms, but also in spots like the new sideburns that I imagine are meant to echo the Ozarus. Of course, it's impossible to say at this point what elements were contributed by Toriyama, but given Goku has a sportswear style waistband and Toriyama adores tracksuits, that at least feels like a surefire bet. Likewise, the chest area and
I hate the hands and I hate the color. Well, hate the hands, dislike the color.
This new spiky fur coverage feel right out of the
And
design language seen on
that
Go.
fucking extra. This.
Enru says. Awesome. Hopefully you find players ASAP. I'm going to the cinema to watch newest Captain America, so I cannot play tonight. Sad face.
Man, you sure chose a movie to watch. I'll say that. Well, I hope you've got good company with you, because I wouldn't put too much hope in that movie. I've seen it. That's all I'm gonna say.
Mask that may well be a Toriyama element too. The Katsuru said back in the day that he made the fur red just because it seemed strong, while the color in Daima not only spreads to the once black hair, but is now a more burgundy shade, more like Super Saiyan God, with the red instead making its ways to the eyes, again, like Super Saiyan God. It's a design that screams divinity meets power, which I think is appropriate given how this form is attained. It extends to the aura during the transformation too. Ayaka Maki, the storyboard artist for this episode, was the one who conjured up that element, stating that she wanted a mix of calming water to represent the sacred element drawn out by Neba, and then aggressive flames that represent the Ozaru's wildness. Strangely, there were moments in the board where this aura was meant to exist, but instead it was replaced with a generic glow. Maybe too much visual noise, too complicated? Who knows? Either way, it's clear a lot of thought went into this design, and I really like it. I do think it's
Enru
definitely
says,
a grower.
Is the movie not good? D.
I didn't like it. You might like it, you might not like it, you'll have to watch to find out, but I did not like it.
Though, and her reactions have been a little bit all over.
It's not a movie I'd watch twice. Okay.
Place. For full disclosure, I first saw this form almost a year ago now, and my first impression was also a little bit mixed, given how much I love that original GT version. But over time, I've actually found myself really appreciating.
Wait, what?
Grower though, and her reactions have been a little bit all over the place. For full disclosure, I first saw this form almost a year ago now. And my
Jesus Christ, a year ago, you motherfucker.
Oh, and we need to turn on the power.
I'm the host. It's a bit laggy. Why is it laggy? Why is it locked at 60? I didn't do that. What the fuck? That's better. Okay. Other guy's got about 170 ping. He's not moving. Might be AFK. Oh well.
Enru says. Uh-oh. Oh well, I'm very curious. Have a great evening.
Thanks, man. You too.
container thingies! My sister is more dangerous than you! Yes! And it refilled my vodka too! That was too close to my hammer and sickle! A quick death for the hell pig!
Fucking nuke after an insta, are you kidding me?
The voices are so loud! Oh shit!
Oh my god, he woke up.
My ass!
Finally.
I flipped the switchy, now I drinky the drink. Put me down! Put me down!
Thank you, but it was all part of my plan.
Such a beautiful waterfall. This side is so blurry. Don't wait, I'm just drunk.
Impression was also a little bit mixed, given how much I loved that original GT version, but over time I've actually found myself really appreciating how goofy it is, and seeing it in motion this week really cemented it as a fun and appropriate take for this series. It is Toriyama's Super Saiyan 4, and I think it really works. Moving into the content of this episode, I have to lead with an apology. In my last video, I attributed a pretty bad scene to Tadayoshi Yamamuro, but I was wrong. It's likely that actually came from Hiroyuki Itai, a Dragon Ball Super animation director who was fairly on model. Easy mistake to make, but an important one to fix, because Yamamuro's redemption arc continues. It may well come as a surprise to you, but the chief animation director for this episode was none other than Tadayoshi Yamamuro. He has shot up in prominence on this series. We've seen him do animation, animation direction, and now chief animation direction. Sure, there are still a number of Nakatsuru redraws throughout, but by and large, the look of this episode is defined by Yamamuro, and it looks great. If you cast your minds back, believe it or not, 10 years now, the original criticisms I levied at Yamamuro weren't just about his stylistic decline, but also about his approach to supervision. He would often erase the idiosyncrasies of talented animators, reducing the efficacy of their work. It would make productions feel like they were all drawn by a single person, homogenizing the work in a way that just made the visuals boring. That is not the case in this episode at all. All of these scenes feel distinct, their unique timings in place as a whole variety of expressions beyond the typical stock, and even the unique line work remains. It is great and respectful work, and it's hard to believe this is the same person who's been churning out diabolical Heroes episodes for the past 7 years since Super's finale. I might not love every drawing in this episode, I may even find some of the shape choices unappealing at times, but now it's just a matter of taste in a few moments rather than a pervasive issue across an entire series. If this represents his performance when placed lower down the totem pole, then great, welcome back, happy to have you. This episode kicks off with the return of Sander, the French animator who has drawn so much for the series.
Getting a fucking headache with this stupid fucking shit. Did I or did I not click this fucking copy? If I did, why did it not work? Because it's software, it's got bugs, blah 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 blah. What happened? Okay. What time is it? Let's test it. It's inaudible. Why is it inaudible? Doesn't work. I can't hear it.
Woodensu says. Test.
This worked though.
Lucy has donated 3 hearts.
This worked. This didn't.
Steve says.
This worked.
Link.
Will they go away by themselves in 20 seconds? Let's see. There he is. They did go away. Good. Good. Very good.
Series at this point that I'm surprised he can even look at Dragon Ball anymore. I know a lot of people have compared the start of this scene to a moment in GT, but actually that moment is just straight from the Katsuru's character sheets for the show. And actually, if we look at the Daima design for Super Saiyan 3, you can see pretty clearly that Nakatsuru referenced his old GT sheets for this modern version. I don't have all of the materials for this form, but I have to imagine there's probably a Daima post-reference sheet with this on too. I really like the way Sander conveyed Goku's speed in this scene with the shadowless smears, and all throughout there are layouts that really emphasize the dramatic difference in size between Goku and Gomar, an element that worked really well in the Tamagami 3 fight. The action's snappy and classic, and a great way to kick things off. With Do joining the fight and unleashing his Cookie Monster Super Saiyan 3 power comes Shuichiro Manabe once again. I feel like if I was Goku I'd be offended that Do mimicked Vegeta's hair rather than his, but whatever. Manabe's scene is quite chunky, and it's actually one of my favorites from this episode, not just because of its great expressions and fun posing, but because it really sums up Kamaki's action boarding in this episode. The way she navigates the flow from cut to cut is crazy impressive. Do grabs Gomar, Goku jumps in, and she makes sure to board Do in view, because then, following the hit that leads into the spin, the transition feels completely natural, and it feels like this long singular sequence as the camera pulls out to show Gomar smashing through the rocks. There's also great camera trickery built into this. When Tamagami 1 and Goku are attacking Gomar, the CG team have nailed this absolutely insane sweep with foreground elements to make it look like the whole sequence is rotating, despite the characters not really changing angles much at all. It's a great way of elevating scenes that could have otherwise felt static. I really do have to give a big shout out to Daima's CG team across these episodes. They've been nailing it non-stop, and that really feels like a rarity in so many anime. With Super Saiyan 3 failing to best Gomar comes the return of Ken Arto, another French animator, and what you may well remember from Dragon Ball Super Broly, where he handled some fantastic character animation. While this is technically an action scene with its weighty beatdown up front, it's no surprise that he was designated this cut, given it's all about conveying the sheer struggle Goku's facing. The little stumbles, the punch attempt, Goku's reaction to it all, Arto's really sold the weight of these dire circumstances perfectly, and that is so essential given we finally reached the transformation itself. The vast majority of this sequence is from Sander once again, but it's the concepts that I really want to talk about here. Kamaki's board describes this moment as doused in celestial colors that are conveyed through droplets of water, with the red glow that emerges representing the Ozaru within Goku. She asks for a sequence of veins that convey these two things converging, and it's through that the form is born. It was actually originally way more overt. This moment of the water bursting into a tail was meant to follow with a sequence of said water set against the flames, forming the shape of the Ozaru that would then burst across the screen, revealing its face. I'm not entirely sure why this was cut along with that aura I mentioned earlier, but I'm not going to pretend this isn't still a spectacularly executed moment. It is huge, it's exciting, its color choices are great, and maybe they're just saving the concept for the inevitable return of this form. I guess we'll just have to wait and see, but if you haven't gathered already, this is very much Westerners the episode, and that is no more true than heading into this second half. One of the other French animators who worked with Ken Arto on Broly is here. Mehdi Aouchaoui kicks things off with a sick rotation, which leads right into yet another Frenchman, Olivier Lescaut, conveying Goemon's struggle before he throws him through the mountains. It's a
The
great...
power was already on. Never going to happen.
Okay. They all got manageable ping. Let me see. Okay. All.
Juice time. Double points. Light him up.
Oh wait, I'm not the host. But that might be why Boris got a ping of 130. Last time I hosted and he joined, I think he was about 90. 80 to 90. So that makes sense.
My ass! Rage!
Did they open this door? Fuck! Why?
Standard issue MG. Good enough for me. Yo, Bone Jaws. Time to meet your maker. I mean the first maker, not Richtofen. Know what I mean? Ah, die time! Let the lead slinging good times roll! more killing! Hoorah! That'll clean you out! Stay off me, cupcake! I already had dessert. Jugga girl, I think I love you. Nikolai! Is that screaming one of your wives?
Uh-oh.
Dance, Sally. I hope you know the two-step. This is gonna deliver a metric crap ton of awesome. Let's do this. Small, lightweight, slings bullets. That belongs in my fun book. Insta-kill! Time to die, maggot whores! it! Shriek bag incoming!